you both know, like when you do tell your story, you instantly you see those colours. They're all little personal things. So when it came to completely finishing the record, I almost felt like a certain relief because I knew I had it. I knew I had the whole bulk of it, and it was complete to me. It was just trying to, sell it to the record label and then sell it to the peers around in the industry. So, that was...
You didn't tell me you had to try too hard.
I didn't have to
it's
try
number
too
one
hard.
this week. It
Thank you.
speaks for itself, doesn't it?
But you gotta hustle somehow, you gotta get out there and play the music.
Personal. It's your most
the most
personal.
real.
And I love
real, isn't it?
that you started with your middle name, which then led you on this journey of discovery of your family and who you are.
Yeah.
Grandma?
Yeah, well, to correct myself too, it really began the first 2 years. I sat in my apartment in Sydney and living by myself at the time, and very lonely. So you hear, it's almost like white noise when you're sitting at home. There's 4-5 white walls, and you're just like, you've come from an event, and then you go home and it's real proper quiet. And it was that moment that it hit me that I was like, I think I know what I need to do. I need to go back home. But it was the next day that I was like, I was writing my name out because I was like, people know me as Jessica Mauboy, and it started as a scrapbook. I was writing in, my big, my book where I paint and I draw, and I was just doodling. I was just like pretty much going, JM, Jessica Mauboy. What is it going to look like visually? Because I'm a visual person, and that was it. It was a JM or just Mauboy, Jessica Mauboy. And then Hilda came into my mind because I was like, I've always, as growing up, I used to always be like, I'd run outside and I'm like, my name's just Jessica Hilda Mauboy, and I'd film myself, with my dad's camcorder, and it was funny. So I'd, make up, little shows, on the camera, and I would say, and it's Jessica Hilda Mauboy presenting, and I'd just make shit up. And it was funny because at that point I was like, wow, that name is like deeply resonating now than ever. And I started to write Hilda, and I was like, well, I know that, it's Nana's name. I know it's Mum's mother's name. My mother's mum's name, Nana Hilda. But what else do I know about Nana? And it was that second year that I ended up having that break. I went home, I sat with Mum at the table, and I was like, Mum, do you mind? I'm going to put this recorder on, and I'm going to ask you questions. And I think Mum's at that generation where she was like, Mum's cousins or aunties were a stolen generation, in fact. So Mum's aunties were a stolen generation. And so there were a lot of family that were lost and not connected and still trying to find each other. And that I had already known because we were kind of on the journey with Mum. We knew that Mum's mum, Nana Hilda, passed away when she was about 37, and Mum was about 10. So there was a deeper rooted kind of passion and desire of living life and surviving and growth, and there was already that deepening within the family. So we knew that was kind of basic, but there was only little that I knew about Nana. Like, who was she as a woman? Like in the time that she had, what did she do? Did she love music? And those, at family barbecues, at that point, gathering and uniting family, and that, I guess really allowing family to be able to tell me stories. And
what was the most interesting?
It was probably the moment where my uncle said to me, like, it was a family barbecue, and it was just gathering, just reconnecting with family, and I got up and I, started to walk to the table to get a feed, and my uncle was like, Jessie, he called out to me across from the backyard, and he's like, Jessie, when you walk like that, you look just like your Nana. She walks exactly like that. And to me, that was that moment of like, okay, this is kind of the beginning of where I want to go as a woman, from when I was a young girl and hearing stories, but now it's even deeper. Like, who am I? The things that have been passed down, that are instilled in me, what I've been taught. just emotionally, like how can I place this in music? And that's when that drive of just like, all right, well, it's an experience. It's someone telling you something, and then you being passed down, or you being gifted a name that then reminds you, wow, that person walked before me, that person had lived, and now I get to do this
quite
thing.
heavy in your culture anyway.
Yeah.
I mean, that's how stories have been passed down with First Nations. So.
And it just made sense that, to name it Hilda, because she was the other part. She was the behind the scenes that, was never been told. The kind of the fun, the sexy, the sassy, but also quite hard and determined and straightforward. These are things that I've never been able to share, that have been passed to me by my grandmother and my mother and all my other sisters. So it was just something to kind of nod to, and and to be able to just share that experience
learning that
of
learning that history and stuff.
History.
And then I guess when you learn history about your parents, it gives you a greater empathy about what they've been through.
Yeah, of course.
And why they're like the way they are.
Yeah, and why I'm the way I am, because of being part hereditary. There's you could have the same foot, or like the same eyes, or when you laugh like that, when you cackle, it's exactly the same. And they were the kind of things I wanted to portray, but also to start a conversation and to continue to have conversations like that, because I think they definitely bring people together or remind people, and that's that mirror. That's the mirror in this album, in whether it's the physical or it's the download version, but it's being able to and placing the tracks and the music to that motion of discovering. So it was a very detailed, patient, for myself and for the record label to just kind of really indulge in the experience and enjoy it and have fun, rather than going all like that's got to be a hit, that's got to be a hit. Why not every single one of them be a moment?
It does flow beautifully though. The tracks flow really well.
Thank you.
It's an old school way of doing a record, isn't it? Like if the whole album's a complete thing, listen to it from start to finish, and maybe flip the disc halfway through.
Exactly. I love that old school, and thank you.
It's not just a bunch of singles. That's what it is these days, isn't it? I mean, albums have become EPs these days, just so you can just call them all singles.
Yeah, and I still find that hard. I'm still kind of struggling to get on track with that. But it's I feel very old school in that sense. I love physically going through the motion. I love going through the colours, and being able to identify in every single one of them there's something to walk away with, and that's what I wanted to present on both sides, whether it's the live streaming or the download or the
every song has something to say. There's no filler on this record. I listen to it start to finish,
thank you,
and then go back and go, oh my god, these other ones, I want to listen to that one again. You have your favourites, but it has the beautiful flow. It's a wonderful record. You should be so proud. Congratulations.
Thank you, Cissy. Yeah.
What colour is Hilda when you see it?
I don't know if it's a mustard yellow, but it feels the combination of like a mustard yellow and gold. Yeah, so it's
amazing.
Yellowy.
That's awesome.
I admire that you can see visually, because I love that.
Yeah.
What's your middle name?
Angela.
Ooh, Angela.
Has that got history roots?
It's probably Italian.
But what a great doorway to just start having a look at your roots.
Yeah.
Angela's my mum's name.
Stop
it.
Stop that.
That means nothing, but it's wicked.
That's I love it.
Angela. Have you ever said that publicly?
No, I don't think I have. I don't think I have.
That's a first.
Well, when you write a record, you can call it Angela.
And
I'll call mine Thomas.
It's actually really beautiful, Angela.
Yes, thank you.
It seems
it's
like
angel. It's got the word angel in it.
Yeah.
There you go, Angela. It seems like quite mysterious. As soon as
Angela, where are you now?
What are you doing?
When everything's gone wrong somehow.
Angela.
Oh,
You know, so maybe it could be that an interlude. That's the interlude that breaks, you know, the kind of mold of who Angela is.
And where's Thomas come from?
It's family name.
It's a family name.
Yeah, and we've been going on a bit of roots discovery with my fam too. Mum's been on the Angela's been on the ancestry.com.
Ancestry,
And now we're going to New Zealand in December to go and find some of our ancestors.
Holy moly! This is crazy.
Your album really resonated with me because it's such an important thing in my family as well.
Yeah.
Just exploring back, and it helps you understand how to move forward when you look back.
When you know where you've come from.
That's it.